Hi, Sue Lawson here for WEVA News. I am on the expo floor in Orlando 2010. Joining me is perennial favorite, Panasonic Pro, I really like alliteration, Bernie Mitchell. Bernie, I am like...
Good to see you again.
It's good to see you.
Really is.
I just hang around this guy as much as I possibly can. I follow him from trade show to trade show so I can find out what's new and happening with Panasonic.
Well, let's talk about 3D workflow.
Let's talk about it.
Because 3D is all over this show because of the new Panasonic camera. In fact, just before WEVA, we got together with a couple of wedding videographer companies. One is Bruno White Entertainment here in Orlando, and the other is Lafayette Hills Studio up in the Northeast. Gave them 3D cameras and had them go shoot some weddings. I went along and helped the guys down here at Bruno White. Okay, so what is the workflow? Well, for the particular ones that we did down here in Orlando, as you know, we're shooting on little bitty SD cards. So what happens is you have two cards in the camera, one for the left eye, one for the right eye. So what happens is in any edit system, at its very basic, what you have to do is take the left eye, edit that, and then conform the right eye to match it. Now the problem is that everything has to be absolutely identical between your two clips. Obviously the duration has to be the same, but if you do any color correction, the color correction has to be identical between the two clips. So what's happening here and what we're showing here in the booth is one approach, and that's using Final Cut. And what you do with Final Cut is there's a great new plugin, a 3D plugin called Dashwood Stereo Toolbox. And what happens is you import in your clips, and they're AVCHD, so you do file, log, and transfer, just like normal, but you bring in left eye, you put that in one folder in your bin saying left eye, and you make a folder saying right eye, and you bring in the second SD card and import your right eye clips. Okay, now you've got your left and right eye clips in Final Cut. You take the left eye, let's say clip 1, you take the left eye clip, you put it on your timeline. Okay, then you open up Dashwood, and when you open up Dashwood, it will create for you an image well, and you put the corresponding right eye into that image well. Then you will render again, but when you render the second time, it takes the two clips and marries them as a stereo image. Then you would lay these stereo images on your timeline to edit. The beauty with that is they're married together. So if I trim a clip, I'm trimming both left and right eye at the same time. If I color correct, I'm color correcting both at the same time. So a nice workflow. So now how do we deliver 3D? Well, there's two ways to do it right now today. On one of the weddings that was shot, it was shot in 2D as well. So the bride and groom are getting a DVD. Using Dashwood, and you can use other tools to do this, but using Dashwood, we actually rendered out anaglyph. And anaglyph is the old red and blue cardboard glasses 3D. But with anaglyph, you could put that on the same DVD, and the bride and groom can watch that on any television using their DVD player. So they get their 2D wedding, and they get a little taste of 3D, even though it is anaglyph. If you want more of a true 3D experience, what you would do, and we're actually doing this here in the booth, is when we output out of Dashwood, we output left and right eye. And when you do that, you have two choices. You can burn that on Blu-ray, or you can burn it on DVD media as a Blu-ray image. Now you take that DVD, or you take the Blu-ray, you put it into a regular Blu-ray player. Not a 3D player, not a DVD player, just a regular Blu-ray player. When you connect that Blu-ray to a 3D TV that Panasonic makes, plasma, it will show 3D.
Amazing.
Go and bundle the plasma TV and a Blu-ray player.
Lovely.
Maybe it adds another $2,000, $3,000 to your price, but it gives you a little more margin as well. And now you say to the bride and groom, not only will I shoot your wedding in 3D, but you'll get a 3D television out of the deal. So it's another way to provide the experience. And I can tell you from shooting these weddings, when the bride and groom see 3D, it's like, wow, it really works.
And Panasonic is making it possible for wedding and event videographers to really step it up. I mean, we're not talking about taking it to the next level, we're taking it to the level beyond that. Thanks to Bernie Mitchell and Panasonic and easy workflow and 3D, it's awesome.
Thank you.
Thank you. Sue Lawson, Bernie Mitchell, WEVA Expo 2010.